Well, hello, everyone. It is Friday, September the 29th, 2023. I am Doug. It is time once again to play Wordle. And that's right, because it's Friday. That means it is
Fearless Friday.
And that means for those who are watching us as newer viewers, we do two things on Fearless Friday. The very first thing we do is we go to our settings and we turn on hard mode. We are going to force ourselves to play this in hard mode all the way. And the second thing we do is we pick an intentionally difficult word. Sometimes user suggestions, and sometimes I like to go back to the series of episodes we did a while back called Hard Word Challenge, where we intentionally set up very difficult starting words to see if I could solve them. So I'm going to go back to one of my favorite hard word challenge words, woozy, W-O-O-Z-Y. And we're going to see what we can do with woozy here in hard mode on Fearless Friday. So without any further ado, let's see what happens here. And wow, well, that's an unexpected turn of events. So the letter you least expected to light up in woozy, the Z, has lit up here, albeit out of position. Not really sure what to do with that. Now, we're going to have to put a Z in our next guess since we're playing hard mode. I don't think the Z would go at the end. I guess it could go in the front. Zebra, zilch are the two things that immediately come to mind. Zebra and zilch. Yeah, those are the two things that immediately come out into my mind. So, of the two, zilch looks good. ILCH getting tested. I mean, zebra is also good. EBRA. I guess it really, you could go either way and get a good eval if it's not the answer. But I think I'm going to go with zilch. I don't know, just a hunch. So we're going to play zilch next. Again, it could be the answer. It could be. We've had some extremely lucky Fearless Fridays in the recent past, so this could follow suit. But nonetheless, is the answer to today's puzzle the word zilch? No, it's not, and all we know is that Z is not in the front. It is not in the front, so okay. Very interesting. So we do have to continue to move that Z around. All right. I don't think the Z is going to be at the end, so that means the Z is in the second or the third spot. Let's take a look at that Z in the second spot. I wonder about Azure, A-Z-U-R-E. And, the only reason that comes to mind so quickly for me is, I guess I'm going to out myself a little bit. I do work in not just video production and voice, but I work in technology in general. And there's a Microsoft technology called Azure that anyone that's involved in media is familiar with. So that immediately comes to mind, and it's not just a brand name; it's a word. So that kind of seems really compelling to me. If it's not the answer, I'm going to get another bit of Z intel, and who doesn't want to test A, U, R, and E when you're given an opportunity to, particularly in hard word mode. So I think I've talked myself here from woozy and zilch to Azure, and it could very well be the answer here. That would be unsurprising to me. Definitely lucky, but not unsurprising. So I think I'm going to go with Azure here. So here we go. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word Azure? Yes, it is! Wow! Okay. Oh, my goodness. Holy Toledo. Well, again, we continue to have crazy luck on Fearless Friday. In this one, the story is, you intentionally choose these difficult words with letters unlikely to appear, but in this case, that actually ended up being in our favor, picking woozy. maybe thinking you'd get an O, perhaps a Y, but certainly not expecting much with the W and Z, especially the Z. But then when that Z comes in, there's not a heck of a lot you can do with it. So by narrowing down that position of the Z, I think that's what got us the great outcome here. So once again, no one here's afraid of Fearless Friday these days. I would love, though, please suggest the hardest words you can in the comments, because I would like to, I do want this to be a little bit more exciting than it's been the last few Fridays. But nonetheless, it is what it is. It's always worth tuning in because you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of unpredictability there. All right, well, folks, nonetheless, it's another Fearless Friday coming on. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.